Hello kiddies, it's your old pal Steve, the OG Guitar Nut, here in the ye old studio once again. It's December 26th. Any of you out there that celebrate anything on December 25th, I hope it was a good one for you. And I'd be very much curious to hear if you got anything really cool as a gift. If you did, leave a message down below, a comment. Curious to hear who got the coolest holiday gift this year. I got some pretty cool gifts, but nothing musical by design. My wife has given up trying to guess what I need or want, and I can't say I blame her. Unless I tell her specifically, you know, she has no clue, and then that takes some of the fun away from it. So, whatever. In the past, she's given me some great musical gifts, so whatever works. But I did get myself a few things. I ordered, I've got 5 pedals coming from Sweetwater. And one of them arrived today. Now, I actually have no idea which one this is, because I didn't look or anything at the emails today yet. So you know, you're going to be surprised just like me. I do know there's an 80% chance that it's Behringer, because 4 of the 5 pedals I bought were Behringers. Well, without any further ado, let's find out, and then we'll go from there. Always cut away from yourself, right? Isn't that what they say? Let's see here. Hopefully I got some candy that my wife likes. It's the only reason she continues to allow me to buy stuff from Sweetwater. I'm fooling. She doesn't care what I buy. This is a green bubble wrap. Very difficult to pop bubble wrap. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. We got our Happy New Year thing and our obligatory package of oh yeah. We've got 2 bit of honeys in here. That'll make her really happy. She likes those. What we have here is the Vintage Phaser VP-1. This is an older offering from Behringer. This has been around for rather a long time. I actually used to own one. I don't even remember why I got rid of it, or if it disappeared or got stolen from a gig. I genuinely don't remember. I just know I had it and then I didn't. To the best of my knowledge, this is a fairly accurate remake of the Electro-Harmonic Small Stone. So, is it taped? No, it's just tight. What I think I'm going to do is when I finish with this intro here, I think I'm going to hook a battery up to this guy, and maybe I'll do like a shootout between this so-called Vintage Phaser and this actual Maestro Mini Phase. Now I realized, you know, it's not exactly apples to apples, but they are both phasers, and they do both have one knob, which is speed, or in this case rate. But be curious to see, right? Does it sound like something you would be interested in hearing? And I'll use batteries for both just to keep things even. And oh, what the hell, we'll try it, eh? Plug it into the amp of doom and see what we get. So I'll let you be for now, and I will set these guys up, and I'll come back and we'll test them out. Sound like a plan? And we're back in the room. That's for you, Gavin, if you're watching this, and you better be, damn it. So I'm gonna, well, first let me do this. I want to make a PSA for any of you viewers out there that like a good bargain. I can't guarantee that this is chain wide, but if you live in an area that has Kroger grocery stores, haul your ass up there ASAP and see. They were in my branch here in Antioch, Tennessee. They were selling these 4 packs of Energizer Max 9 volts for $6. You can't even buy generic batteries for anything approaching that. I've seen these things go for as high as $5 a piece. I bought 2 packs, but I'll probably go up and buy some more before they disappear, because that's just crazy. Energizer Max. Those are supposed to have max life and max power and whatever. If you use 9 volts, it's kind of a no-brainer. All right, so I'm using the Dumosonic Epiphone Les Paul here, Epiphone Les Paul Studio. I boosted the treble a bit on the amp of doom because this is a very dark sounding guitar, especially tuned to C sharp standard as this one is. So there's our clean tone. And that's the bridge pickup. So anyway, we will start what I've done is I've turned the rate on both of these pedals all the way down. And the only thing that the Behringer offers over the old Maestro is it has a tone switch. And so I'm starting with the tone switch down. I'll do an A-B comparison, and then I'll do a comparison, you know, with the switch up. So first, at the lowest speed setting, here is the Maestro. Say, bending on a wound, what is that, a 24 gauge string? That's an experience. It's kind of subtle. I would play like some Waylon Jennings licks or something, but I wouldn't want to get a copyright strike, so I'm just going to play some generic stuff. So let's kick off the Maestro. Let's kick on the Behringer. Behringer's a little easier to hear, but honestly, it's not a night and day thing. Let me adjust the speed. Let's go halfway on each. It's easier to do on the Behringer because the numbers are labeled. There's just a pointer on the Maestro, but it'll work. Let's see. Seems to be a gain increase. It almost has a univibe quality to it. It's very chewy. I'm kind of liking that. Very nice. Okay, Behringer at half speed. Okay, again, Behringer's a little more present. Doesn't sound nearly as univibe-like though. I'm really liking that Maestro. I bought that thing with the mind of flipping it for a big profit, but man, I don't know. I'll reserve judgment until my Behringer 69 vibe comes in. If it's as good as it claims to be, the Behringer or the Maestro will wind up on the block. But otherwise, it's so chewy. Let's try maxing the speed on both. We'll start with the Maestro again. It's pretty fast. That's faster than I think I would ever use, but it's good to know. Let's see how fast the Behringer goes. Oh, jeez. Behringer goes considerably faster. It's almost up into the audible frequency here. Well, as Mick and Dan on that pedal show would say, it's a sound. Let me see if I can dial this in so it's basically the same speed as what the Maestro was giving us. yes, I know that the Creedence song I wasn't just playing is done with a tremolo, not a phaser, but it just seemed appropriate for the speed of the... Yeah, the Behringer's definitely wetter sounding, but man, there's just something about that Maestro. Man, what a great pedal. Did I mention I got that for 20 bucks? Seriously, 1970 Maestro Mini Phase. Yeah. All right, just for the sake of argument, let's see what happens with this tone switch on the Behringer. I'll leave it on this speed and just flip it up. Oh, geez. Massive increase in the depth of the effect. I guess if you didn't want to use a wah, or you were in a Primus tribute band or something, that could be cool. Bring that down to a sensible rate here. Well, that's actually pretty cool. I kind of like that. Man. Well, man, couple of observations. One, the Maestro Mini Phase is just badass. It is, seriously. It isn't as in your face as the Behringer, but man, what a sweet pedal. No wonder they sell for like 400 bucks on Reverb. Now, the Behringer Vintage Phaser, I gotta say, especially if you understand that these are selling right now on Sweetwater for $21. Man, that's a steal. This thing sounds great. It's a different way that it sounds great from the Mini Phase. I think of the Mini Phase almost as if it was a replacement for a Univibe, and the Vintage Phaser as a phaser. And it's been a long time since I've actually heard an Electro-Harmonix small stone, but from memory, this nails it. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't a part-by-part replication. But seriously, I don't have any affiliate links or anything like that. I kind of wish I did, but maybe eventually. But if you need a phaser, or you're interested at all, or even just curious, $21 with free shipping? Come on. I mean, let me turn this down so it doesn't make a bunch of noise. We're talking about a sheet metal folded enclosure. This thing's really solid. It's not terribly large. It's a bit bigger than a Boss pedal, but it's not, it's not obscenely big. Unlike the Maestro, which is kind of crazy big, but man, there are definitely some sounds to be had out of this thing. This is a gem. I can only imagine what those new Behringers are going to be like. Because if they were bringing it like this 20 years ago, this has been around that long. Man, those new clones are going to be something else. I can't wait to review those for you. Speaking of which, if there's anything you'd like to see me review on the channel, also mention that below in the comments. I can't promise I'll do it because it's all down in flipping stuff around here. I'm not made of money. I'm a chauffeur. I don't make a heck of a lot. But what I get in tips, I use for my music stuff. And sometimes that's great. This time of year, I'm not even working most of the time this time of year. So, I mean, literally between Thanksgiving and February, it's pretty much our dead period. I'm lucky to get work at all. But I am constantly selling and flipping things. So I try to reinvest my music gear money into more music gear. So if there's something you really want to see, let me know, and I'll do what I can, But this is an eye opener, seriously. And it goes without saying, if you come across any of this vintage Maestro stuff, as long as you don't have to sell a kidney to get it, it's definitely worth investigating. Even if you might require a little repair or something, I'm sure you can find a shop. And these aren't exactly excuse me, complicated circuits. I mean, I don't know much about electronics, but I've seen the insides of these things, and they're not, you know, it's not like the inside of a synthesizer or something. It's, you know, it's pretty basic. But if you come across any of the Maestro stuff, is really great. I used to have, just here goes my mind again. I used to have one of these really huge late 70s Maestro parametric EQ pedal. Somebody stole it out of my car when I was getting gas, I think. And it had two huge wheels you could control with your foot. One was for depth and one was for speed. And you could literally use it like a really exaggerated wah. And man, it was a cool pedal. Last time I saw one for sale, it was like 500 bucks. I had mine because I think I got it for 10 bucks from a junk shop. And it's long gone, but I wish I still had it because it would be a really useful pedal to have these days. I'm rambling, as I tend to do. So, those were our phasers. That's our review of the vintage phaser model VP-1 by Behringer. Leave your comments below. Oh, if you enjoy my lovely Gibson branded swag sweatshirt here, I got this off of Temu. I think it was $11. I'm curious as to what will happen if I wear it into the Gibson garage. On one hand, they could be flattered that I'm, you know, basically pimping their name for free. On the other hand, it's a counterfeit product, so who knows? It's not like I'm going in there with my, you know, my Oxblood fake Gibson, and, you know, but who knows? You know what? Maybe I'll do an undercover trip to the Gibson garage and like have my phone recording in my pocket and not tell anybody, just to see what I get. Maybe I'll show you guys. Is that something you'd be interested in seeing? If it is, you know, say something below. I'm curious. I really am. And as I said before, if you got something cool for the holidays, or you've just bought yourself something cool lately in general, mention it below because I want to see what we're all working with out there. And that's all I have to say for now. So until I see you next, which should be very soon because I have several more packages coming in the next upcoming days. Plus, I have a ton more pedals to review for you. You know, tune in. Alrighty? Till next time. You know what I'm going to say. Stay cool, stay frosty. Don't take any wooden nickels unless you collect them. Be good to yourself and others. And play your damn guitar! Steve out.